Hi everyone. Today we will discuss. We will begin a fourth chapter, that is electric charges and fields. In this chapter, we are discuss first of all. So what are the topics? First topic is introduction and electric charge, conductors and insulators, and third one charging by induction. Charging by induction. Charging by induction, how to charge the neutral body, so with by induction. Basic properties of electric charge. Basic properties of electric charge. Okay, next topic is Coulomb's law. Coulomb's law of charges. Next topic is forces between multiple charges. Forces between multiple charges. Multiple charges. Next one, electric field. What is electric field? Electric field. Next, electric flux. What is electric flux? Dipole in uniform external field. Dipole in a uniform external field. Next one, Gauss law. Now applications of Gauss law. Applications of Gauss law. Okay, and some example problems we can discuss in this chapter. Some example problems and exercise problems, and these are the topics. So the first topic is electric charge. So electric charge is nothing but, so in previous classes you studied about the what is electric charge, so what is electric field, and some important topics of electricity. Today we will discuss electric charge. So electric charge is a fundamental property. So here electric charge is a fundamental property of matter. Fundamental property of matter. So this electric charge is defined as a charge is accumulated as a positive charge and negative charge on a body is called the electric charge. So for example, a glass rod, we have taken a glass rod. This is a glass rod. When glass rod rubbed with a silk cloth, okay, this glass rod is rubbed with a silk cloth, and another glass rod also is rubbed with a silk cloth. Rubbing is nothing but the frictional force, okay, the friction between two, that is, this is glass rod and this also glass rod and glass rod, and we have taken a silk cloth, rubbing with a silk cloth, rubbing thoroughly. So then after rubbing, these two glass rods accumulated certain charge. So because these two glass rods are repelled to each other, it is not attracted, it is repelled to each other. And another one, and a glass rod and this silk cloth, these are attract to each other. So two glass rods are after rubbing with the silk cloths, so these are repelled to each other, and silk cloth and a glass rod, it attracts to each other. So when we have taken, so this is positive and silk cloth accumulated as a negative charge. So next topic is gold leaf electroscope. So gold leaf electroscope is a apparatus to detect charge on a body, is the gold leaf electroscope. Okay, so this here it is consist a glass box, so we can see outside what happens inside the box. So here it is a metal conductor. So this metal conductor is put into the a rubber knob, so a rubber cork to the inside, and one end of this metal conductor is consist two gold leaves, okay, these two gold leaves, and another one, it is a metal knob. Okay, here a simply experiment. For example, we are taken a glass rod. This is a glass rod. This glass rod is rubbing with a silk cloth. What happens after rubbing? It is positively charged. Okay, this is positively charged. So when it is positively charged, is nothing but the silk cloth is gain of electrons from this glass rod. So it is loss of electrons and silk cloth is gain of electrons. So it is positively charged. When a glass rod is, it is connected with a wooden, so this is wood handle, okay, this is wood handle. So we can take this positively charged handle, that is glass rod, it is nearer to the metal knob, so it is touched. So when it is positively charged, so it is glass rod and this is wooden handle, so we can keep it is touch. What happens, these positively charges is transferred to the metal knob. So then it is transferred, and here also positively charged the metal conductor, it transferred the charges to the these gold leaves. So then it is positively charges. So both are nearer, the gold leaves are nearer to each other. What happens, it is repels to each other. So then here, for example, this is a metal knob. So this metal knob is touches with a glass rod. What happens, it is also consist, it is transferred the positive charges, and the gold leaves is repels to each other, like here it is like a V shape, so it is repels to each other, like here it is repels to each other. So like a plastic rod is rubbing with a cat's fur. So what happens? A plastic rod is rubbing with, it is consist a handle. So the wooden handle, and when rubbing with a cat's fur, so then it is negatively charged. Then the plastic rod, so here plastic rod is negatively charged. When it is negatively charged, this negatively charged plastic rod is touches here metal knob. Then what happens? Here the negative charges is transferred to the gold leaves. Both gold leaves is acquires negatively charged. So both acquires negatively charged. What happens? The like charges are repels to each other. Then it is also, it is repels to each other like opposite V shape. So then it is the gold leaf electroscope. This apparatus is to detect a body is charged or not charged. And here the no new charge is created in the rubbing. So because this, when a silk cloth is rubbing with a glass rod, what happens? The silk cloth is gain of electrons and it is loss of electrons. Okay, glass rod is loss of electrons and the silk cloth is gain of electrons. So then no the charge is created or destroyed. So then it is the charge, electric charge is obey the conservation of charge. Okay, our next topic is conductors and insulators. So what is conductors? We know that all metals are the conductors, that is those which allows the electricity, those which allows the electricity through them easily are called as conductors. Okay, so for example, all metals and human bodies, animals and earth. So examples, for example, here all metals and human and animal bodies and also earth also big conductor of charge. They have electric charges that are comparatively free to move inside the material. These metals and human, these conductors is allow the electric charges that is passed through them, electrons, it is called the conductors. Most of the non-metals, so what are the insulators? Insulators is nothing but those which not allows the electric charges through them is called the insulators. Those which not allows the electric charges pass charges easily to pass those which not allows the electric charges is called as insulators. Okay, insulators. So non-metals are the insulators, and plastic, glass, plastic, come on, nylon, wood, rubber. So these are the insulators. The process of sharing the charges with the earth is called the grounding or earthing. We know that in our houses the earthing is compulsory. So what is earthing? The process of sharing. The process of earthing. The process of earthing. Sorry, the process of sharing the charges with the earth is called as earthing. What is the use of earthing in our houses? Earthing provides a safety measure for electric circuits and appliances. So, for example, a TV. So we are in our houses TV, iron box, TV, and also some appliances. Fridge is there. So it is consist metallic bodies of electric appliances such as electric iron, refrigerator, TV. So these are connected to the earth wire. When any fault is occurring in electric appliances, so then the main wire is touches to the that metallic bodies. What happens? Without earthing we causes a electric shock. So when it is earthing, it is consist earthing, the main wire, the electric charges is transferred, it is passes through the earthing, and we cannot cause the electric shock. And also the appliances without damaging, it is called the earthing. Sun electrification. So what is electrification? So electrification is nothing but, so loss of electrons or gain of electrons, it is positively charged or negatively charged. So by the three processes, first one is a friction, second one is conduction, and third one is induction. Okay, friction, conduction, and induction. So what is friction? Friction is nothing but when a plastic body or a plastic body is rubbing with a cat's fur. So what happened? It is plastic body is negatively charged and cat's fur is positively charged. It is called the electrification. Rubbing with each other, then opposite charges are produced on both sides. Second one, by conduction. By conduction. Conduction is nothing but a charged body is touches with, okay, it is touches with a neutral body. Okay, for example, so this is positively charged of a glass rod. This glass rod is positively charged. It is touches to the another a glass rod, what happens? The positively charges are transferred to the another glass rod, and then it is repels to each other, and this process of electrification is called the conduction. Third one, induction. Induction is nothing but, for example, we have taken a conducting ball. So this is the a stand of wood, do not earth. So when we have take the positively charged of a glass rod nearer to the this conducting ball, okay, a metal ball, what happens? Actually, before that, before the induction, it is neutral charge, so this I have no charge. But when we kept here, it is nearer the glass rod, this is charged glass rod is nearer to the, it is take nearer to the uh, conducting material, what happens? It is negatively charges, okay, these it is accumulated negatively charges, and another side is positively charged charges is accumulated. This process is called the induction. In the induction, here opposite charges are induced at a nearer, okay, so the a glass rod is keep, it is nearer to the this conducting ball, then what happens? Here nearer side is negatively charges, and another side is positively charges are accumulated. So this inducing body neither gains or nor loss of charges. Induction is also always precedes attraction. So after the accumulation of charges, okay, nearer side of the glass rod it is negatively charged, and another side is positively charged. This process is called the induction, okay. In this induction, here not transfer the electrons or charges, but it is both sides are it is positively charged, another side is negatively charged. So here in the induction process, it is attraction is occurred, okay, positively charged and negatively charged unlike charges is attraction to each other, okay. Here this is the end of the class. So next class, and we will discuss the Coulomb's law of forces, Coulomb's law of charges, and again the certain properties of charges.